welcome and thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and we are going to talk about level 5 Valkyries going to war. This was the first clan war that Lost Phoenix got involved in after the new update, and it took us a while. In fact, it took us 2 days of looking for a war at 50 versus 50 before we finally gave up and went to 40 versus 40, and yes, had a positive outcome against a level 10 clan, and we had three 3-star attacks, and that made all the difference. Yes, 3 stars won this war, and Glider, our number 5, dropping down to number 39 for his last attack, trying to grab the 3-star cleanup, and sure enough, he is moving in with 25 Valkyries, and despite the fact that he failed to get that outermost wall down with the earthquake spells, the Valkyries are so strong at getting through just about anything these days that the next phase of this attack just goes perfectly. I love the placement here. The golems go down, the archer queen, and then the Valkyries in all at once, and watch them group up and go to work on the walls. They get through those walls at the same time, and now they are in the core of this newly open design base because of the earthquake spells. And then the 2 rage spells perfectly placed, painting the purple path for those Valkyries as they move in and move on through the interior of this base. The jump spell, gotta love it, right over the town hall. Last jump spell over the expo, and that will allow those Valkyries to move on through the rest of those enclosures as if those walls weren't even there. And we're seeing a lot of this. Check out that Lava Hound. It is so ineffective against the Valkyries, never catching up to them. They just move on to the next structure, and completely ignore that Valkyrie. Even the heroes haven't caught up to it yet. It hasn't really taken any damage. The Warden trying to target the structures that the Valkyries are targeting, and eventually the Archer Queen and the Barbarian King are going to come from another angle. They are off and down and to the right. 84% damage. It is just about over. There they are working on the final cleanup of this base. One Soul Wizard at the very top of the screen also taking out structures. And surprisingly, as the Barbarian King's Iron Fist is activated, the Lava Hound is just now taking damage, and we will not see the Hound, or the pups at least, go down before this attack is over. The last 3 structures remain: the Builder's Hut, the Gold Mine, and the Dark Spell Factory. There they go. Only now does the Archer Queen go after the Lava Hound. It is too late. That is it, a 3rd star, and the pups just sit there and watch the end of this attack. But like I mentioned, that was not the only 3-star. Yes, one of our newer members, Torgus99, goes after number 40, and this one does have lower level walls, which is so dangerous for level 5 Valkyries and lower level heroes. And I hate to say it, but I am going to make the prediction once again. If they don't decide to nerf level 5 Valkyries, and I truly hope they don't, then I almost think that these Valkyries are going to be a big reason that we see level 12 walls. It is going to happen, you guys, sooner or later. Just like Town Hall 11 was going to come sooner or later, we will eventually see level 12 walls, but who knows? Maybe they won't be more expensive than level 11s. There's always that chance. There's no need that they keep on ramping up the cost. They're already insanely ridiculous. But right here, Torgus has guided all of his Valkyries into the interior of this base. Great funneling around the outside. Very careful. That's really the only way you can fail this raid, is by failing to funnel those Valkyries, getting them in, and that will cause a fail. In fact, I've got an episode coming up soon that will show you Valkyries failing because of just that reason. But right here, Torgus has just grabbed the 2nd star, and it looks like he's got a long ways to go for the 3rd star. But remember, these are lower level walls, and the heroes, all 3, are still at just about full health, and that's going to make a huge difference. Here go just a few Valkyries around the outside of this base, and again, the buildings just exploding into splinters as those Valkyries go through 2 at a time. And again, there is the Lava Hound with the Archer Queen just now deciding to chase it down. Again, still hasn't gone down to pups like we would normally see in an attack earlier on. The Valkyrie attack, the Valkyries just too fast for the Lava Hound. And here it looks like Torgus is going to lose his Grand Warden and the last of the Valkyries. But he's at 80% damage with a full health King and Queen, and they both still have their abilities in hand, and that will make the difference. There goes the Iron Fist, and the Barbarian King working through a couple more walls. The Archer Queen reaching over, and she's going to grab those outer structures. That also helps out. on to the last enclosure right there. Got to get that wizard tower, a couple of cannons, archer tower out of the way. Again, slightly less upgraded. This was the bottom base, number 40, but still an impressive 3-star from Torgus 99, and the second of 3 3-star attacks that made all of the difference in this war. And the Barbarian King striking a pose. Now, there's 40 goes down, 39 goes down, but we've got to move all the way up to, yes, number 10, and yes, sure enough, that is your brand new 3-star Clan War Specialist, Galadon, with the big, most heroic attack going against number 10. Fully maxed out heroes, mostly maxed out walls, some of the new defenses. You can see 2 level 4 Inferno towers, and it really comes down to a couple of little details right in the beginning, making sure the funneling works, and right there, those wall breakers, getting that T intersection open rather than just one or the other. I think that did help, because now you have a very, very open base design for these Valkyries to go after, making sure that they are going to go into the core. I get every structure down. Now they're going down with 2 fingers in mass, and I did call this base on Clash Caller early because I did anticipate that it was 3-starable with this attack. Now, the rage spell's a little bit sloppy, but I was live streaming this at the time, so there were thousands of people watching me do this raid live. I was a little more nervous than usual, and the last rage spell, good placement, kind of anticipating where those Valkyries are going, and watch them go out and come back in right here. They will just fly through that wall. The wall breakers weren't even needed. They annihilate that wall before the wall breakers broke it open. The Barbarian King's Iron Fist, and again, the Lava Hound trying to chase them down. It has no chance. Valkyries through that wall, making the King and his Barbarians look incompetent as they get stuck on the wall that the Valkyries just melt through. 74% damage, and it's right here that I pretty much realize that I've got a great shot at the 3-star. Of course, it was probably obvious long before this. So many Valkyries left, the heroes all still at just about full health. But again, I was pretty tense just from the pressure of all those thousands of eyes watching me. But very excited to see one of my first war 3-stars on a maxed out or nearly maxed out base ever. And it comes with Valkyries. Please don't nerf these poor Valkyries. They need some love. They have been neglected for way too long. They deserve to be a little bit OP just for a little while until those level 12 walls come around or whatever else is going to try to slow the Valkyries down. But here we go. The Queen's stuck on a wall as usual. It's going to be the Barbarian King and one last Valkyrie that get to the last structure, wrap up the 3-star attack, and there it is. Galadon with the 3, the triple, and that is a Clan War win. And it turns out most heroic attack from the Clan Lost Phoenix. We end up winning 83-80, a solid Clan War against a level 10 clan. And so excited to see this new Valkyrie update, and just happy to be able to use a different troop than dragons, although some may say it's just about as dumb as a mass dragon attack. But there it is, the Valkyrie 3-star Clan War for Lost Phoenix, beating a level 10 clan. Thank you guys, as always, for sticking around all the way to the end of this episode. Please do hit that subscribe button, thumbs up if you like the video, and I hope to see all of you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, I've told you 1,000 times, best troop in the game, the Bailey Cry.